two, you faded to play. Now, in the pixels and the lights, feel the thrill of the fights. The game's so intense, I need some defense. A victory allowed, so press start now.
What's going on, everybody? I'm your homeboy Lsd, and I'm with my partner Eggs over here.
How's it going?
Hey, we Too Faded to Play, the podcast where we talk about drinking and playing video games.
Oh, yes.
And today is a kind of a weird episode because we don't have a topic.
Nope.
So we're going to wing it.
We'll see how this goes. Hopefully it turns out good.
Yeah, so this is our winging it episode. And
we should have ordered some wings.
Ooh,
Just been eating the wings while winging it.
I do like wings. I can eat too. Might have to start over.
All right, cut the cameras.
Hey, shit, man. So, what you been up to, man?
I've just been, the big thing is some of my family moved into my house with me. So I've been, I don't want to say dealing with that like it's a bad thing, but I've been, working around that whole situation, trying to figure out how things are going.
I've definitely noticed the change.
Yeah, there's been some changes.
For the good.
But there's also been a game I've been playing, Ys. The new Ys game came out. We talked about that a couple episodes back when we played an Ys game, so I've been playing that as much as I can so far, and it's been fun.
Okay. Nothing here. Working.
Yeah.
College tours. Working. Nothing fun. This is actually the first weekend I've had free.
Oh, really?
I actually took a nap today. And that was really the highlight of my weekend. I took a nap.
I did. I just remembered. I did have a water line bust under my house last week. That was fun.
Oh, shit.
Yeah.
That sounds expensive.
It was about $200 to fix, but
You had to pay yourself, or you?
I fixed it myself. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, that's what I meant.
Yeah.
I mean, you saved some money there.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
That could have been thousands.
The problem was it was all the way in the back of my house.
Oh,
So that where my crawl space is in my garage, and then it was all the way on the opposite side of my house at the very back corner.
Ooh.
It was a water line that was running, that was feeding my hot water heater.
Okay.
And it was just spraying.
How'd you notice it?
I'm sure when you leave here, you'll notice there's a lot of mud in my front yard, even though it's been dry here the last few weeks.
I did notice that last week.
I got a drain under my house that pumps the water out because this house flooded at one point in time.
Right.
And out of nowhere, it just started running a bunch of water. It was like every hour it was going off.
Oh, man.
So I was just like, yeah.
That could spike your water bill,
I'm scared to see it. I'm scared to see it because I think, I'm going to be honest, it ran for like 3 days because I'm assuming, because the first day I noticed like a tiny bit of water, but it wasn't like anything crazy. I thought maybe because it also there's a dehumidifier in there too, so it takes out humidity and stuff. So I was just thinking, like, I got home from work and I saw a little bit of water. I was like, it was probably just it just pumped out the humidity for like.
Don't keep your thought.
Yeah.
But, this is the shooting shit episode.
Okay.
So we need our drinks to shoot the shit.
Yeah.
So, here you go. Now, I picked these up from a place that I told you about, Craft and Draft over there on St. Andrews, around the corner from us. Drove past this place a bunch of times. I thought it was just kind of like a place where you can go in there and you can get like supplies to make beer. And I was just so happy my physical therapist is right next door.
Okay.
So I just walked in there one day and I was like, oh, wait, this is a bar, a full bar where they sell their own beer. Well, not their own beer, but they sell a lot of craft beers. They got a pinball in there, food is good. Okay. The beer is good. Pretty decent crowd,
Okay.
So, shout out to Craft and Draft. I picked up Side Hustle.
Side Hustle.
Yeah, check that out. Got the pig on the front.
Making bacon.
Yes.
Pineapple Payday.
Yes. It's pineapple wheat.
Okay.
They out of Hilton Head, South Carolina.
Just a big $5 bill in the can.
Yeah, it's actually cool looking can. 5.8.
Mm-hmm.
So let's go ahead and see what they do. But I still want to hear about the story under the thing.
All right.
Oh shit. That's good.
It is good.
You can taste the pineapple.
You really can. You really can taste the pineapple.
That's real good. I like this a lot.
It gives me it tastes kind of like a sour beer. Mm-hmm. But it's not like a crazy sour. There's like a hint of the sour, and then you also get that sweetness of the pineapple with it.
Yeah. Yeah, it's real good. That was a pretty good pick. Mm-hmm. I chose this because it actually goes with our next drink of the episode.
Oh, okay. Which I still don't know what it is. You won't tell me, so.
I kind of know how you feel about it.
Uh-huh.
But I'm
Fireball. Like, God damn it.
It is
God
Fireball.
Damn it. I hate Fireball.
But it's November now.
Mm-hmm.
So when this time of the year come around, you get all the sweet potatoes, the yams, Friendsgiving is coming up. And, we look forward to that every year.
Yeah.
So
it's all right.
But,
I'll be getting my I'll be getting a bit of payback just to sit and laugh at you next episode. Because this is episode 39.
Is it?
Yep.
It's 40.
Yep, episode 40 is next.
This probably be the drunkest you ever see me on this podcast.
It's going to have to stay here that night.
Yeah, I might have to. Just be prepared. So, so back to your house.
Yep, so I got home one day and I noticed some water in my driveway, and I thought I just happened to get home right after the thing went off, so I didn't think about it. I was just like, humidity, whatever. Next day I got home, there was a lot of water coming down the driveway. And I got under there and I was looking, I peeked my head in and I was looking around and I didn't see any water. So I was like, there's got to be something else going on. I thought maybe like a line, one of the city's lines run into the house busted or something.
Right.
And I was just kind of, like I said, I got into the crawl space, but I didn't go all the way to the back because it's a pain in the ass to get back there. You got to crawl over the ductwork and through other pipings and electrical cords and through all the pillars holding the house up and stuff.
Right.
So I was like, I'm not going to go back there. I was like, I can see, I can hear. I didn't see anything. Didn't hear anything. And that's because the dehumidifier was running, so it blocked out all the noise. And walked around the house, didn't see anything going on out there. There was nothing weird in the yard, and I was just like, that's weird. Maybe one of the bathtubs or something in the house is leaking or something. Because there's a lot more people in here now, and there's a lot more water being used. Maybe there was a leak like that.
Right.
And I got back from work the third day, and I was just like, that's a lot of water. I was like, I really got to get in there and look.
Yeah, you crawled all the way to the back.
All the way back. I had my work uniform on, and I just left it on because I knew it was going to get dirty. And after it was all said and done, my whole uniform was just gray from dust and water, and it was not fun. Let me grab it, actually. I want to show you the problem.
Oh, shit.
Yep, so old copper lines.
Yeah.
That's the problem. And that tiny dot right there.
I see it.
That's all it was.
And it's just spraying out of there.
Yep. Flooded my crawl space and flooded my driveway.
Damn.
And let me see if I don't know if the camera will pick it up, but that tiny little dot, that tiny little spot, just the smallest little thing.
That's crazy, man. I see it too. It's like a pinhole.
Yep. And that flooded my whole fucking house, basically.
Did you put some fans under there to like kind of dry it out?
Yeah. The fan's actually still sitting there.
Okay.
If you walk through the garage, you can see it. But yeah,
House problems, man.
Yeah. Yep. That was my fun of the week. Aside from the game, that was my fun. What else have I done? There was something else I did. We just did an episode on modding. I modded my 3DS.
Really?
Yeah. and it's surprisingly easy to do now on this too. It's a little harder than the Vita was, but it is modded, and it gives you access to... It's kind of the same thing as like the Vita. Any 3DS game, all can just be downloaded from on here.
Okay.
And then you can get emulators and stuff. I haven't put any emulators on here yet because I just use my Vita.
Okay.
But it's kind of nice. I had to replace my battery because the stock battery I had started to try and explode on me.
I can see it right there. That boy's swollen.
Yeah, it's puffy. And I only realized that because I picked it up, and you can kind of see on the back here there's a spot where it's just very scratched. And that was just from me like doing like that. And I was like, that shouldn't be scratched that heavy.
Yeah.
And now I opened it up, and that battery is ready to pop.
Yeah, I got it. Well, that's with just the 3DS?
This is the new 3DS.
But you can't do it with like a regular...
You can do it with the regular. The regular has less it can do.
Okay.
But yeah, the new... This one's the new 3DS.
Yeah, because I actually had bought one of those. I was up in Philadelphia one time working, and I picked up the Zelda edition one. And I actually took it back the next day. I should have kept it. I just picked it up, and I was just like, I really don't like it. And then I took it back. I should have kept it, but this was before I got into collecting.
Okay.
So.
And the 3DSs are expensive now.
Yeah.
They're more expensive now than they are brand new.
Right. Now, I should have kept it when I had it, and I had the Zelda edition too. And I should have kept it, but I took it back. I don't know.
Yeah.
Different times.
Yeah.
But shit, we did play a game though.
We did play a Cartridge Club game.
Yeah, Cartridge Club game we did play, and that was Ride to Hell.
Ride to Hell Retribution.
Yes. Which we actually talked about on the episode, and it was labeled as one of the worst games ever.
Yep, it was in that top 25 of the worst games of all time.
Yeah. So, I played a little bit of it. Give you a short little rundown of it. Basically, you're in the 1% club. 1% biker club. You are... I guess you're avenging your brother's death, I want to say.
So you're... Whatever the Retribution gang is, apparently your dad was a big part of it, and he pissed off some other gang. And some other group hates them, so they kill your little brother. And then you decide, like... I'm going to go kill all of them now. And that's what the game is. Yeah,
that's basically what the game is. We played it on the PlayStation 3. My thoughts on it, I kind of liked it.
Kind of liked it?
I kind of liked it. I think it was the story that I liked. And plus, I've come from that side of, the biker stuff. So I'm familiar how it works, but I kind of liked it. It was funny to me. This game was funny as fuck to me. The parts that I didn't like, which I thought was kind of, I could see why they gave it a bad grade, is when you're riding a motorcycle. It's just it kind of reminds me of Road Rash a little bit. You riding a motorcycle, you got to kind of evade these obstacles, like cars, barrels. It's like a tanker truck. You got to press triangle to slide under it. I'm sitting there like, get the fuck out of here.
Yeah, you go sideways and you're sliding on like the tank of the bike.
Like way under. I'm like, get the fuck out of here.
Yeah.
I'm like, you would have dumped that bike. Then you got every now and then you have like another biker rides up to you, and he's trying to kick you off the bike. He's trying to stab you, whatever. But you got this pipe wrench, and you just beating him off until I didn't say that wrong. Pause. You're beating him until he falls off of the bike, and you do that. Well, you say 4 or 5 times before they fall off. It's that part I didn't care for.
What was comical to me about that part is how the bikes fucking explode after you knock them off.
Yeah, they kind of like drift off, and then they hit like the
They hit
side
like a
of the
small
mountain.
wooden fence or something, and they're just
Like huge explosions. The fight scenes, they were kind of fun. I mean, nothing great about it.
I found that if you just spammed the kick, you could never be hit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All you doing is
You just repeatedly hit the square button, and he's just like, huh, 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 and you just back enemies into corners, and they're stun locked.
yeah. And the other thing is like their hands are super big.
Twice the size of their head.
Like their hands look like frozen turkeys. They're just so huge. And I was just like, man, like whoever designed this game, they must did this like real quick.
I'll say I found the game really funny for a lot of reasons that I don't think the game is trying to be funny. That's the problem.
Yeah.
Because the game is taking itself serious.
The game is hilarious.
But it becomes really funny because of that.
Man.
I think the part that made me laugh the most was what?
Go ahead.
There's because of how abrupt it was you get into this little city, you're chasing down the first like guy you're trying to kill, and you first off you get talked to by a stripper and you're like nah no thanks.
Yep.
And then you take like 10 steps,
Yep.
and there's a stripper being harassed by a guy, and you just go over and you fucking just kick him over and over, and then the moment that guy dies, snaps into a sex scene with the stripper.
Yes.
They're both fully clothed, and they're just like, it's just a terribly animated cutscene of like dolls. It reminded me of the what was the name of the movie?
Team
America. Yeah, it was just like, it's just like two fully clothed dolls bumping into each other.
That's exactly what it is. That I knew where you was going with that.
And it's abrupt. Like the moment you kill that guy, boom, sex scene, and then the moment that scene's done, you're just back. There's no build up, no payoff. The girl doesn't talk to you. There's no like.
No. Like I mean, she's fully clothed. He's fully clothed. They're making the motions. You know what they're supposed to be doing.
Yeah.
I laughed so hard, and it happens again.
Yeah, with that the girl in the blue overalls.
So there's another scene where the girl is mad at her husband, ex-husband. He stole some money from her, took some ring, and
took the house.
Yeah, took the house. And she wanted some get back, you know. So they riding on they riding on the chopper. While they're riding on the chopper, you got enemies trying to kick you off with a bike, so you got to beat them off with the. I said it again. You gotta defend yourself to get them off of the bike. So they finally fall off of the bike. Then you go there and you approach her ex-husband and stuff like that, and the same thing like Egg said, you get into it, y'all fight, you just spamming the button. It's like 3 guys attacking you, so you got to kill 3 guys at once, and as soon as it's over, she takes you in the house and you bang her
fully clothed again. She is in a one-piece overall. And, like full legs, full shirt and everything. And she's just bouncing on top of him. And it's no facial expressions on either of them either. The main character's just got his like flat stoic face, and she's just got like the weird surprised face.
Right.
It's...
Oh man, I enjoyed it. I enjoyed it for that aspect because I thought it was hilarious. So I'm like, so every time he says a woman, he's gonna bang her.
Yeah.
That made me laugh so hard.
Yes, and like I said, the game is very funny, but the game isn't supposed to be. Like it takes itself fully serious. And I think they're supposed to be sexy, like the scenes are supposed to be hot or something. They're not.
They're not. It's just comical.
I had a few enemies. Did you get to the point where you unlocked the rage attack?
Yeah.
And then it's just the same sound and the same face over and over. So you'll be hitting an enemy, and at a certain point, it'll tell you to hit a button to activate rage mode.
Yeah.
And the camera just zooms in on his face. He goes, and then you just like quick time button spam, and then you turn to another enemy, and then it's like rage mode, and you just. And it's the ugliest face too. It looks like he's trying to take a shit.
Like, I ain't gonna lie, man. I ain't gonna lie. I like the game because it was funny.
Yes.
It's
one of those so bad it's good games, in my opinion.
right.
Yeah.
It's one of those things just so terrible that it's actually good. I could play this game again. I can get some replay on this just to laugh because it's just so silly and far out there. I don't
know if I could beat the game.
I think I could.
Because I played up through beating the first boss. And if the game continued just being that gameplay over and over and over, I'd probably get bored before I got to the 6th guy you were trying to kill.
I can understand that.
Especially because the loading screens.
Yeah.
There was it was like you would get 5 minutes maybe of gameplay, and then a minute long load screen, and then another 5 minutes of gameplay, minute long load screen, and it was
I was gonna say something about that too, because it was like every little chance you get after they finish talking, load screen. You finish playing the game for a minute, load screen. There was a ton of fucking load screens.
Yeah, and they were all like a minute long.
And then every time you rode the motorcycle, it seemed like you was just in the same spot. They just moved the car around.
Yeah.
It was like the same level. And I thought that was a little bit too long. If it was more like open worldish, it could probably work better.
It was just a straight line road, basically, with the occasional little turn.
Yeah, occasional turn, tractor trailers, some jumps over here. You have like a little bit of nitrous. Yeah. Yeah, but
as a serious game, it is definitely a bad game.
Very bad game.
If you bought this game and you were like, I bought a new game, I'm gonna have a great time, I'd be disappointed.
Yeah.
But going into it knowing that it's one of the worst games ever made, I just chose to have a fun time with it.
Right. That's where I was at with it too, because I'm like, I know it's going to be bad. Let me just try to pick out some good points of it. And the sex scenes I thought were fucking funny.
Hilarious.
That was some of the funniest shit I've ever seen. And I laughed way too hard for her. I'm like, you can't even see anything. It's funny. It's
there
bad.
Was also, you were picking up bags of Coke off the ground after you beat the enemies. I don't know what for. You could pick up guns, you could pick up ammo and money.
Right.
I get those.
Right.
And then you were also picking up bags of Coke, and they never let you use them or sell them or like.
I think this game could have been done a little bit better. I don't know if it was budgeting or whatever. I think it could have been done better if it was open world. You had like missions and side missions. It could have been better. It was basically like the story's already set. This is what you're doing. There was no adventure to it.
Yeah, if they tried to Grand Theft Auto it in like a more open world style thing.
Right. It could be better. Like the storyline, I got it. You know, it wasn't a terrible storyline. Yeah. So, where do you put it on the Cartridge Club list, sir? I already wrote mine in because I kind of like it. It's one of those things, you know, it's so bad that you kind of like it.
Yeah. I'd put it between Returnal and Eiyuden Chronicles.
And I did mine between Okami
and
Eiyuden. So go ahead and read that off, sir.
Alrighty, so on Eggs' side, we've got Nier Automata, Sphinx, Ys, the Ark of Nepishtim, Skyrim, Persona 5, Super Mario Wonder, Spider-Man 2, Okami, Bayonetta, Forspoken, Returnal, Ride to Hell Retribution, Eiyuden Chronicles, Cat House Blues, Jet Set Radio, Pokemon Brilliant Diamond, Cathedral, Godfall, King of Route 66, Child of Light, Wulong, Hogs of War, and then Meteorites. On LSD side, we have Returnal, Skyrim, Super Mario Wonder, Nier Automata, Forspoken, Bayonetta, Spider-Man 2, Sphinx, Ys the Ark of Nepishtim, Godfall, Okami, Ride to Hell Retribution, Eiyuden Chronicles, Cathedral, Cat House Blues, Jet Set Radio, King of Route 66, Wulong, Pokemon Brilliant Diamond, Child of Light, Hogs of War, Meteorite, Persona 5.
Yeah, that's it. That's the Cartridge Club. We gonna go ahead and get our next game ready.
Oh, yeah?
Get the dice out.
Alright, so we're rolling for our next Cartridge Club game.
Alright. Can get it out. 10.
10, so that is the Amiga. Alright, rolling the number.
50.
Alrighty, so for us, that turns out to be Assassin on the Amiga. I've never heard of it.
I never heard of it either. I'm kind of curious how it's going to even play. It might play better for you.
Yeah, we'll see.
But for me, it's going to be a challenge. Mm-hmm. So, that's it. Assassin for the Amiga.
Yep.
So, are you ready for it?
No, not at all.
I know how you feel about Fireball.
Yeah.
It's not as bad as Malort.
Yeah.
This could be a Malort episode.
It could be.
But, so, into our next drink. I'm just finishing up my side hustle.
I'm keeping some of the side hustle in case I need it.
Good beer. So, I get TikTok recipes now.
Oh, yeah?
So, I thought this was interesting.
We're not doing gummies again, are we?
No. So, here's your Fireball.
I get two or just one?
No, just one.
Okay.
So, we're taking Fireball. And we're going to mix it.
With more Fireball.
No. It's not longer Island Iced Tea. So, we're taking the Fireball. And we're mixing it with pineapple juice.
Pineapple juice. So you are doubling up on pineapple.
Yes. That's why I said we doubling up on the pineapple.
I mean, with it being diluted by the pineapple, I probably won't hate it.
So this is supposed to taste like sweet potato pie.
Sweet potato pie?
Yes.
Pineapple juice and cinnamon.
It's supposed to taste like sweet potato pie. So that's why I was like, I know you hate Fireball.
I do.
But sweet potato pie, you like.
I'm fine with that.
All right, so let's go ahead and just. You want to do the ice first? Oh, you're just going right in, huh?
Yeah, probably should have done the ice first, but.
I'm gonna do some ice on mine first. All right, so what you're supposed to do? Take your Fireball, pour it in a cup of ice, just like so. You know. Then you take your pineapple juice and you pour it in with the Fireball. I don't know how much, so I just kind of did like a half a can. And I'm sure that you stir this motherfucker up just to get it.
Yeah, I'm sure.
Because you don't want all Fireball at the bottom.
I don't, that's for sure.
That boy mixing though. Just mix it. Mix that bad boy up. Alright.
I don't think I'll hate it with the pineapple juice. I hate straight Fireball. Makes me gag. I can't do it.
I'm smelling it.
Kind of just smells like cinnamon pineapple.
Yeah. Alright, let's go ahead and shoot, man.
I don't know if it's sweet potato pie.
We might have the ratio off.
Maybe.
I kind of get a hit of it.
I see. I get where people are saying that. There's like a moment in there when it does taste kind of like a sweet potato. Strangely enough,
it does taste like sweet potato pie. I took a bigger sip. Mm-hmm. It tastes just like sweet potato pie. Got a little more of that taste.
Yeah.
I think the ratio might be off.
Yeah, I think I got a little too much pineapple.
Yeah.
Because I take the first hit, it's just pineapple.
Right.
And then you let it sit for a second. And yeah, it tastes like sweet potato pie.
Yeah. I can fuck with it.
Yeah, it's not bad. I wouldn't personally drink this, like, on my own. But if someone handed it to me, I'd be like, yeah, fuck
Right.
it. Yeah.
Right. I wouldn't purposely go out and buy this.
Yeah.
But, well, today I did.
Well, it's different.
It's different.
Yeah.
But, no, it's actually... like, if you drink Fireball, it takes that bite of the Fireball away. Mm-hmm. And it's actually pretty nice.
Yeah, it's not bad.
I can deal with it. I think our ratio was off. Probably should just splash it. Mm-hmm. You know. But it does taste like sweet potato pie. All right.
It's very tropical tasting with that peach. Or peach. With that pineapple.
Yeah. I like it. I probably could drink this. A little cocktail or something.
Yeah. Like I said, if someone handed it to me,
right.
I'd be like, yeah, sure, fuck it. Yeah, I'll drink that.
Hey, you on a cruise or something on the beach. Oh, let me get the Manischewitz. No, this all right. It's all right.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. So, been on my side hustle.
Oh yeah,
as
you have.
the beer.
Yeah, you have.
Been trying to get my eBay store up and going. Mm-hmm. And I've made quite a bit. You know, it's not terrible. I need to adjust how they pay me out. Mm-hmm. Because the way I set up is like daily. I don't like that because I don't see enough money. I should change it to like either monthly or week or bi-weekly or something like that. Yeah. Because that daily, you'd be like, I got a random $12 or something. Yeah. But no, I think I'm just gonna set it to monthly for the payout. I mean, I've been doing it for about maybe a month. Mm-hmm. Did okay for a month. Sold a lot of those airsoft guns that I had. Mm-hmm. I got 3 left.
3 left.
I had 8.
Yeah, I think it was about 8.
About 8. Yeah, they're gone. They're flying.
Oh, I bet those airsoft people are crazy.
I had no idea.
Yeah,
I had no idea this was like a real thing, but it's getting up there.
Those were like actual airsoft guns. It wasn't like the ones you could buy at Walmart for $20. Those were like full metal, looked real. Yeah. I know you called me when you first got one, where you first found the one, and you like picked it up. You're like, is this a fucking real Uzi? And I was like, I fucking hope not. That's illegal.
I was skeptical because I picked that bitch up. I'm like, man, this motherfucker look real, man. I ain't sure. And then when I saw the magazine, I was like, yeah, this some fake shit. Mm-hmm. But dude, some of them guns,
they looked real as hell.
Like, yeah, some of them, like,
pistols had full actions.
Full action. Yeah. The revolver really looked real. The weight, everything, I'm like, oh, you'll go to jail with this. Mm-hmm. And I'm riding around in the truck with 8 guns. I'm like, the police see this, I'm dead. I'm dead. And, you know, but I did have another come up. Mm-hmm. The other day, I was kind of dicking around on Facebook Marketplace. I saw it was like a box, just a random white box. It had a GameCube in it, a couple of GameCube games. Mm-hmm. I couldn't see what was at the bottom of the box or anything. The guy only had one picture up, and it said $100 for all. Mm-hmm. So I'm sitting there looking at the GameCube. I'm like, if it's the special one that got the both ports on the back, that's the more money one. Mm-hmm. So I hit the dude up and said, hey man, I'll come and take a look at it, you know, and if I like it, I'll give you $100 for it. Mm-hmm. So boom, ride out there after work, get out there. He stayed like in the country. Mm-hmm. Like literally dirt road. Mm. So I get there, the guy sitting out front. We sitting there chopping it up, and I'm like, yeah, so let me see what you got. Upon my arrival, I noticed I saw the tote with the GameCube in it, but I also saw a Wii on the back. Now, I got a lot of Wiis.
Everybody's got a lot of Wiis.
Wiis is, I really don't get excited for Wiis, but this one right here tickled my tank. Because it was a black Wii with the Mario Kart edition with the wheel in it. And I was like, and it was in the box.
Yeah, the all in the box is the big part for me.
All in the box. I was like, okay, is that for me? But because it wasn't on the picture. So dude was like, yeah, you get all of this. And it was like another stack of games. It was like PlayStation 2 games. I was like, okay. Okay. So the first thing I do, I pick up the GameCube, turned it over, had both ports. I'm like, hell yeah. Here you go. Cool dude. He was trying to sell me some other shit.
Was he?
Man, he had 2 motorcycles. He was like, shit, I just want 2,000 for both of these. It was an R6, and I forget it was another Yamaha bike, but it had the whole stunt kit on it.
Oh, really?
He had a El Camino back there with 24s on it.
Really?
Like with the motor popping up out the hood.
It was like an 80s?
Yeah, it was like an 80s El Camino. Okay. With the motor popping out the hood. He was like, shit, I'll take 10 for this. I'm like, yeah, I can't do it. Yeah. He had another car. It was out, I want to say it was a Fury. But it was like a Clemson Fury. Like the coach signed it.
Oh, okay.
He was like, shit, I just want $2,000 for this. It run and everything. I was like, I ain't got it, man. He had like a Nova sitting up. It was like a dunk. I'm like, oh, okay, white dude riding a dunk. Okay, that's what they do. Cool guy, He's a really good dude, cool guy. But I came back. I checked everything out. Checked the GameCube out. It works. I didn't check the Wii out, but I opened it up. It wasn't complete in the box. It was just missing the steering wheel.
Nah, okay.
You can go I could find that. Yeah. But the games, it was probably, I'd say about 15 games.
Yeah, just about, yeah.
Yeah. The GameCube games, 2 of them were valuable. Yeah. I looked at one of them. If it was in the box, if it was complete in box sealed, it was $230. But the fact that it was open, it was like $40. I was like, not mad at that. Cool, that's a valuable game. Yeah. One you really got excited for, and I was like, let me see what this one was worth. It was only worth like $12. Yeah. But you got really excited when you saw it. You was like, holy shit.
Fucking dirt to Daytona.
When you saw it, I was like, oh, okay.
It's like the one NASCAR game I genuinely like.
I said I was going to get into it. I was going to play it a little bit.
It's just a fun game. You start out the dirt cars, and then you have to run. It's kind of like Gran Turismo. You run your races, and you get score. You finish in your positions, and then you upgrade your car based off the money that you make from the races. And it factors in a bunch of stuff too. Like if you crash your car, you got to pay to fix the car. Really? If you're crashing into other people, you got to pay to fix their cars. If you don't do good, you lose sponsorships and you don't make money. If you it factors in a bunch of shit, and then it takes at least for me, it takes an entire 2 race seasons to just get out of driving the dirt cars to move up to the modified cars. Then you move up to the truck races, and then you get into NASCAR where you're making big money. Yeah. But it's a whole game. It's a whole racing career. It's not just a NASCAR game. Right. It's like you're the person starting from nothing with $1,000 Monte Carlo that you're taking to a dirt track, and building your way up.
I said I'm gonna play it. I'm gonna give it a shot. That GameCube is for sale, so if you do want it, hit me up. But that GameCube,
indigo purple. Yeah, you're looking for one.
Yeah, and then the controller was kind of chewed up a little bit. 2 of the buttons was chewed up, but just so happened I happen to have a controller that I wasn't using. It was one of those knockoff controllers, but the buttons was good.
Yeah.
I took those buttons off, threw them in. There we go.
Yep.
Cleaned it up. Still cleaning up the GameCube. Other than that, that's it.
Yeah.
So, in closing, I made, what'd I say? It was like $468.
Yeah, it was something like that. It was getting towards 500.
Yeah, so I was close to 500. It was, say, about 450. I'm selling pretty much all of it. I'm keeping the Wii because it's in the box.
Yeah.
If it wasn't in the box, that would have been sold. But since it was in the box, I'm keeping
it for the collection.
Right.
Yeah.
And the box is in great shape. I don't know. I don't know about the GameCube games. I don't know if I'm gonna keep them or I'm gonna sell them. There's a couple other things in that box that wasn't anything that I would use, so I'm gonna try to sell those things. But I say I got my money back. If I sell the GameCube, I got my money back.
Yeah. And that's why, like, you called me when you saw the thing and you were like, he wants 100 for it. My thing was like, well, if the GameCube works, that's your money, you know? Like,
right. So I think I made out on that. Trying to find other ways to hustle. Still doing the storage locker thing, eBay. Anything with, I'm buying more totes now. Totes full. And people just be like, hey, $50 for the whole tote. I kind of glance on there. If I see a bunch of sport titles, I leave it. But if I see like a couple of systems in there, $50, I'll fuck with it. Yeah. I saw one. Dude wanted $30. And you got a PlayStation 1 and a Nintendo 64.
$30?
$30. I reached out to the guy, but he didn't hit me back. But then I noticed when I was like, man, where's dude at? Because I got my range kind of set kind of wide. Dude was like a 3-hour ride. I was like, I'm not for $30. Now, if it was in the box, hey, come ride with me real quick. But, yeah, I'm trying to build a collection, but I'm also trying to make money at the same time, so I'm hustling.
Yeah, oh yeah.
Ended up cleaning out a good part of my garage from some of that storage stuff that I wasn't going to sell. Took that stuff to the dump. Actually thought about something else too, and I wanted to pick your brain about it. Yeah. So, since we on the podcast, we talking about it. What do you think about junk clean out?
Junk clean out?
Yeah.
Like as in, like as a gig or as like a
little side business or a full-time business, depending on how you work it. So, like
houses, storage lockers, like
all types of shit.
All types of shit. Okay.
So, like you see signs around that says junk removal. I got curious because what I do, I'm basically a garbage man. Yeah. So I pick up containers from the big stores, Walmart, construction sites and stuff like that. And I take the stuff to the dump and I dump it out. So I notice that there's a lot of guys coming over there with pickup trucks. Pickup trucks, little dump trailers, like a F-250, 2500, that range of truck. But they're nice trucks. Yeah. When I say they're fucking nice, I'm like, these dudes coming in with fucking rims on their trucks, lifted kits, knobby tires, bump. Like, dude I'm sitting in my truck and I'm looking down in his truck. And I like the kids, they got the toolboxes on the back of the truck. Yeah. No, that shit was all speakers. It was a toolbox, but I could see the speakers. I'm like, this motherfucker got some knock. Oh, so I'm talking with my coworker and I'm like, hey man, what are they doing? He's like, them dudes, they clean the junk clean out. And I'm like, man, they drive some nice ass trucks. Like, if I was to do it, I have like a 96 beat up, 250 with dings in it. Something I don't care about because you're driving in the landfill and there's just shit everywhere. Oh yeah. I wouldn't want nothing to be scratch, nothing.
Mm-hmm.
No, these dudes coming in with the 2024s, 2500 HDs with the like Nick.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? The low profile, big rims, and lift kits, and I'm sitting there like, this motherfucker crazy.
Yeah.
So then I got curious, and I went down the rabbit hole.
Uh-huh.
It's a good rabbit hole.
Is it?
Man, if you play it right, shit, you can make 10,000 a week.
Okay.
A week. And these motherfuckers eating.
Mm-hmm.
Like, they bringing in trees, they bringing in tires, they bringing in just junk.
Mm-hmm.
And
how, are they getting paid to remove the stuff, or are they getting paid for like the scrap kind of thing?
no, they get paid to remove it.
Okay.
So say somebody calls you, say, hey, I got a lot of junk, can you come clean it out?
Mm-hmm.
So they might have, like, say somebody passed away, they was a hoarder or whatever, can you come remove this stuff? You know, you go out there, you do your consultation and be like, hey, I'll clean out this whole garage for $600.
Mm-hmm.
Or whatever your price is, $600 to pick it up, throw it in the truck, take it to the dump it.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
That's if you can't sell the stuff.
that's where I was going with next. So they're these guys just taking it, dumping it.
Mm-hmm.
It was white guys, it was Mexican, it was women. I seen women over there. I seen 3 women over there in booty shorts and bonnets. I swear to God. I swear to God. I'm looking, I'm like, the fuck? 3 women. Bonnets, booty shorts, and they just throwing the trash. They had a little trailer hooked up to their truck. I'm like, these bitches hustling. Mm-hmm. So, say you got a nice size job, 600, you do 2 loads. Mm-hmm. You know, per load. That's 1,200.
Yeah.
You do that shit 5 times a day, 5 times a week. That's like $6,000.
Yeah.
Shit, what? And then if there's something good in it,
You sell that shit.
sell that shit. The fuck, man.
What are you talking about on the podcast? You're giving everybody the ideas. They're going to take too many.
Fuck that. No, I'll take that back. But I'm giving y'all game, though. That's how my mind works. You know, because Eggs, we've been friends for about 5 years, and you know, he's seen me work. Mm-hmm. He's seen me in action. He be like, man, what the fuck? Like, yeah, I bought all these planes for $100 and made $5,000. You like, what? What the fuck? Like, real talk, man. Like, I'm not the person to keep game, you know, to myself. Mm-hmm. There's enough money out here to eat for everybody, you know.
Yeah.
It's just how you hop into the game.
Yeah.
You know, like we're playing video games, but life is like a video game. You got to play that shit to hustle, man. You got to play it to eat. You got to play it to get money.
Uh-huh.
So I thought about it, and especially what I do with the storage lockers. Mm-hmm. You know, I kind of want a thrift store.
Yeah.
Because the shit sells itself. All I have to do is put it out there.
Yeah.
You know, like all the thrift stores around us, them bitches packed.
Oh yeah.
You know, and if you undercutting the Goodwill prices, you eating. Mm-hmm. Because Goodwill ain't Goodwill no more.
No, fucking no. They got access to the internet and they started looking up what shit was worth.
Yeah, you know that Goodwill is a non-profit fucking $1 billion company and don't pay no fucking taxes. Mm-mm. All that shit they get is for free.
I had heard about it recently, and I thought it was kind of funny, and I was going to send you a message, be like, "Hey, we should do this." It was people putting out fake donation boxes.
That's grimy as fuck.
It is.
That's so grimy. That's so grimy.
It was people putting out fake donation boxes so people would donate the clothes and shit, and then they were taking it and just selling at their own stalls. But it was just it made me laugh a lot. No, it's awful. Like
that's
you should not do that. That's a piece of shit move. But it made me laugh, and I was gonna send you a story about it. Apparently, they were busting down on it in Georgia. I guess Georgia. It was happening a lot in Georgia.
I think we gonna talk about the podcast, but yeah, I've been thinking about it heavy, and you know how I get. Like, I done made my money back off that storage unit already. That the money I done made back, I'm going into profit. I'm going into gravy. You know, and I still got shit to sell, just waiting for it to sell. But it's easier when people come into your shop and you sell it and you got decent prices. You know, there was a time where you go into Goodwill, you get a shirt for a nickel, 25 cents. You know, now I think the minimum shirt is like $4. But if it's something like good, because there's a couple of Goodwills around here that have a boutique on the side of it, where they take the good shit and they put it on that side. It's still cheaper than what you will pay for at the store, but it's still high, and you got the shit for free.
Oh yeah,
you got it for free. So you see a Coach purse in there, and it's $100 when that shit should be like $5 fucking. I wouldn't sell it for $5, but I'm just saying, you know, it'll be less than 100. Or you go in there. I saw something the other day. One of those package bins, and it was nice. It had like a camera on it, and you hit the button and shit, and then you know you put your package in there. They wanted $150 for it. Really? I looked it up. They like $350. You know, so I'm like, if I was to come up there on the storage locker tip, I'd probably sell that someplace else. But you know, if I had just some clothes and shit, wash the clothes, hang them up, shit, $2.
Yeah,
$2. You know, them dressers, you know, $10. You know, just to get the shit gone. You know, I ain't trying to hit nobody over the head, but anyway.
When you were talking about the trucks there, and you mentioned that we've known each other for about 5 years, kind of made me think back to when we first kind of met. We met at work. You and I used to work together, and it made me remember like our first like moment of subtle bonding was when you and I were working together out in the field, and this ugly ass fucking squatted truck pulls up, and it's just it's a fucking squatted truck having trouble going over a bump. And you look at me and you're like, so I hear you young guys like those squatted trucks. And I go, I fucking hate those. So they're fucking disgusting and ugly. You laughed, and then we were friends from there.
we kind of had like a stepbrothers moment. Like, did we just become best friends?
Yeah.
Yup.
Yep. Then after that, we both figured out we both liked gaming and into retro games and stuff like that, and collecting and
nerdy shit.
Yeah, and it worked out.
It just kind of clicked, man, and it worked out for the best. Oh man, but I am nervous. Episode 40.
You should be. I'll drink one with you, but I'm not going. Someone's got to work the cameras and the buttons and stuff. So.
Oh, so I got to do the whole thing. Make sure I eat.
Yeah.
Make sure there's a waste can in here too.
There will be.
I think I can get it done. My problem is once they get hot.
Oh yeah, and they will. They will, especially in here.
Oh no. Yeah.
So for I don't know if we talked about it on the podcast, but we're doing something stupid for episode 40. And if you don't know what we're doing, because I don't think we've said it specifically, just think of the number 40 and put together some guesses. 40
and alcohol.
Yeah.
I would like to see what people will guess.
Yeah.
Leave your comments.
Yeah.
What we're going to do. because it's going to be interesting. Please leave your comments because I want to know what people think we're going to do. You can also inbox us through Instagram and TikTok.
Yep.
We're also on YouTube, so please follow the podcast at Too Fade to Play. And holla at your boy Eggs and LSD over here.
Yep.
Because we like to go a little bounce back. I wish our homeboy was here, but he decided he wanted to stay up in fucking Colorado and be a fucking skier in the mountain, man. This fucking guy.
We need to. I tell you what we'll do is post comments of like questions for us. We'll do like a viewer answer segment or something like
Q&A.
A Q&A, yeah.
All
we'll
right.
do like, but give us a question that isn't something stupid like, what's your favorite video game? Because like you can just go watch the podcast for that. But give us like a question and we'll be like, hey.
The more I drink this, I like it.
Really, I hate it. I dislike it more I drink it.
Really?
I think the more I drink it, the more the fireball's pulling through. So I don't know if I just didn't mix it well enough or whatnot, but
I actually like it.
I still like. I don't hate it. I just like the more I drink of it, the less I like it. The more it's like I'm getting hit with that cinnamon.
Got my toes curling a little bit. But shit, man, we ain't gonna hold you. We had our time, man. This is our Shoot the Shit episode, and I think it worked out pretty well.
Yeah, I don't know if we can title it Shoot the Shit. YouTube might not like that, but
the stuff I see, no, we gonna backtrack on that.
Yeah.
The stuff I've been seeing on the internet, TikTok, any type of social media, has been fucking ridiculous, and y'all know why.
Yeah.
It's that time of the year, and it's almost over.
Thank God. By the time this episode comes out, it'll be over. Thank God.
But the shit that really gets me, if I make a comment on it, I get flagged. And it's not even a bad comment.
Yeah.
I'm not being nothing crazy. I'm not saying nothing crazy. I'm making a joke. Like, all right, one for example, because I got flagged today. They showed, if you guys know, you know what a grill is, like in your mouth and stuff. Back in the day, everybody had the gold teeth in the grill, and this guy was showing making the grill. Well, you got to make a mold of the teeth to make the grill. The mold looks so fucked up. Like, this dude's teeth was like this fucking long. They were all crooked. The shit looked crazy. And I said, and my comment was, instead of buying the grill, you need to get your teeth fixed. I got flagged. I'm like, the fuck?
You probably got flagged by that guy. He was probably pissed off and he's like, no.
Man, I fucking appealed that shit.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, they put it back.
They did.
They put it back because that wasn't bad.
Yeah.
Like, the motherfucker, I'm going to show you that shit.
I actually ran into a comment of yours on TikTok in the wild the other day, and it made me laugh. It was that fucking, I'm not gonna say the exact name of the place, but it was that barbecue place downtown that burnt down. And then somebody on there was like, "It sucks. It was the best barbecue place around," and you just replied, "Debatable."
That is debatable.
It is. No, it was not a great barbecue place.
Like,
But
the barbecue place that burned down, it was a huge fire. And I guess at one time it was a Carolina staple. But there's some bad history around it.
Yes.
And if you know, you know.
Yes.
I feel bad.
It's not even that good anymore.
I feel that I feel, people lost their jobs and stuff like that. Don't get me wrong. But I don't know the values of that company or the owner of that company didn't agree with my values. Well, I ain't fuck with it. You know, I ain't go bash his stuff or nothing like that. I just don't. Your views don't set with mine. I don't eat there.
Yeah.
No. But when the guy said best barbecue in South Carolina,
no,
that's debatable.
I've been there once.
I've had it one time,
and I just don't want to go back. I was not impressed.
No, man.
It was. I would equate it to fast food barbecue.
Mike made better barbecue than that. And
Yes.
Way better.
Way better. That's what I'm saying. It was like the McDonald's of barbecue.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I would give it that. It's not great.
No.
But I've been there. This job I worked, the guy took everybody there as like your first day. Hey, I'll buy you lunch. And he asks you, hey, what do you want? Mexican or this place? I remember saying Mexican.
Yeah.
He took me to that place. And everybody knew him. So I'm like, okay, this is a spot. So I ate it. I think I had like brisket. It was okay.
Yeah.
It wasn't, oh, I got to keep coming here. But yeah.
Yeah, I went there when I first moved down here. Tried it. I wasn't like thrilled by it. Never planned to go back. And then I learned about the whole everything going on around it. But yeah.
Yeah. And then
it just made me laugh seeing your comment. You're just debatable.
And then another thing about that place is I never see nobody over there.
Yeah. No, me neither. It's always fucking empty.
I mean, even the one up the block.
Yeah. It's like Arby's. It's just empty all the time.
Like, who the fuck is eating this shit?
I don't know.
How y'all in business and y'all got a lot of locations and nobody's ever there? The place is never packed.
Never.
Never.
Like I said, it's like an Arby's. There's no one ever at a fucking Arby's.
I like Arby's.
I like Arby's too. I just never go to Arby's. It's like when I eat Arby's, I'm like, yeah, that was good. But it's like, when am I in the mood for a roast beef sandwich?
Never. And when I have Arby's, it's just like kind of in passing. Like, damn, I ain't had Arby's in a while. Ooh, there's Arby's.
Yeah.
Never has a line.
No.
Food always hot.
Yes.
And people sleep on Arby's.
They do. I fucking love their buffalo chicken sandwich.
Man, what?
It's delicious. It's a fucking mess though.
Man,
it's everywhere.
As soon as you pour it out, it's just pouring with sauce.
It is.
Oh my God.
The buffalo and ranch are just dripping out of it. It's lettuce and tomato on it.
Dude.
And it's fucking delicious. It is just a mess.
When I first started driving, I was over the road. I would stop and get those sliders, the buffalo chicken sliders. So messy. Man, I'm sitting there, I'm just eating it, and I'm driving. I'm like, sauce all in my beard. Oh my God.
Yeah.
I just I'm like, what the?
Oh yeah, I know that. I would, whenever I'd go in and order it, I'd grab like 20 extra napkins just because I know I'm sitting there like.
You need a bath after that, man. That is a fantastic sandwich.
It is. It's just a fucking mess.
Damn, I'm hungry now. You want to go fuck with my son at his job and get some food?
We get some wings.
Yeah, you working
the winged episode. Yeah.
Let's go fuck with him. Hey, man, shit. Hey, again, if y'all like what y'all see, please subscribe, follow, comment.
Hit that bell.
Yeah, hit that bell, that ding ding. Follow us on TikTok, YouTube, Instagram. That's it, right?
Yeah, I think so.
All right, I'm a little fucked up. But yeah, follow us on those, man. Leave a comment, message us, man. Any questions that y'all want to ask us, hey, please shoot us out. Shit. Anything else you got?
I can't think of anything.
All right, man. Well, shit, I'm your homeboy, LSD.
I'm Eggs.
Peace.
See ya.